Hey everybody, just remember, this project's like every other project everybody else is doing. Never easy. Uh, kind of getting things wrapped up here. Whew, man, it's been a rough weekend. It's been busy. Um, I got the floors finished up. This is the top side actually. The bottom's already been done, flow coated, sanded, coated again. So got two really good coats on the bottom. This is the top starboard side here. This is the driver's side, the port side over here. The resin is sort of dry. It's tacky. Dry to the touch, but it's sticky. So it's only been, I think, 45 minutes, if that long, since I finished it up. I added up the hours. Oh man, I'm almost ashamed to admit how many I got into it. I've been on vacation for like a little over a week, and I have a few more days left. But it's been awesome. This has been this whole project. Pulling out the floors and everything, redoing them. Obviously, I'll make a tutorial and stuff on the wiring and how I went about go about that too. But I just wanted to document all this stuff for the flooring. I gotta say, I really, this birch plywood. It's it's beautiful wood. It really is. I mean, I don't think you can pick up the marbling and the grain. It's almost like a pearlesque. It really looks neat, especially in the sunlight. I was looking at the bottom side in the sun this morning before it got massively hot, and I gotta admit it looked pretty cool. So part of me wants to, just gloss coat it, flow coat it. Maybe sprinkle a little bit of sand here and there for traction, but I don't know. I'll decide that when I do, I guess. But it's really nice wood. It's thick. I mean, it's 3/4 inch, and I think I said already. I had to order this. I had a gift card, so it didn't. I mean, it didn't cost anything extra, and it actually didn't cost anything out of my pocket. So, like I said, I had a gift card, but it came out pretty nice. It's got a fairly decent shine. Obviously, the first coat is going to suck up a lot of the resin, be dry. I'll knock this down real quick with some 80 grit, and just to give it some tooth to bite into for a heavy coat, and I'll roller that out. It's something really cool. I hope you can hear me with the fans. I've done a lot of, let me back up here out of the way. I got a set of tires from a guy that I did some work for him. Started out as kind of some trade work, did some machine parts for him, and I did some welding for him. I didn't charge him anything. Just, I don't know. I do a lot of it, seems like, lately. But I'm okay with that. It's totally cool. Anyway, he wanted to do something for me, and I said, well, I'm good, It's just, God's been really good to me. He's provided for me. Taking good care of me. I put my faith in Christ, and it's, it's been a blessing. So anyway, he bought me a set of tires. It's really cool, because as you can see, this one's going flat already. That was like crown blistered or something, just sitting there. So I guess it delaminated. So anyway, I've got an extra set of rooms that I acquired through Craigslist dirt cheap a while back, and that's the only real reason I bought them, is just because I don't have spare tires for this, and the guy didn't want to split them up. So I told him, I said, basically buying them for the rims. I think they were 50 bucks for the set of 4, and this is like 4 or 5, maybe 6 months ago. Still holding there. Anyway, so I think I'm going to put the new tires on the aluminum rims. I know these are kind of the classic style, but those are lighter weight, less mass, less heat, so I think it'd probably benefit in the long run. Let me turn my fan off so y'all can hear me, because I'm pretty sure you won't be able to unless I do. Okay, so anyway, man, I'm tired. It's actually midnight here. I've been working from like noon or noonish for the, like I said, I've been on vacation for, I don't know, 8, 9 days, 10 days, something like that. I forget. Today's Sunday. Anyway, so like I said, I've been on vacation. Still have a few more to go, but I've been working from like noon till anywhere from 2 to 4 in the morning. And the reason being is I started out trying to work through the morning into the afternoon, and when I started this whole thing, and I was losing so much resin because of the heat, humidity, I was only using like 1% catalyst, and it was still kicking off in the pan and the bucket, and I was like, oh man. So, I've already kind of touched on that, so I just had to decide to, the only way this is going to happen was to work through the night. And the problem is the bugs come out and they just chew on me like I'm a ham sandwich. So anyway, I got bug bites all over me. I mean, I'm just, it's terrible. Anyway, and they usually don't bite me, so all the bulkheads and everything down in here, everything's reinforced. I used 1708. I used 6-inch strips, and what I did was I sealed everything first, all the way across. Everything got a seal coat, so encapsulate the wood. I went back, as you guys know, and tabbed everything in with 6-inch wide, so it's got 3 inches on both sides, the corners. I added this spar, and that one there is a stiffener for the floor. I'm going to leave this open under here, so I'll have a small piece of flat wood right there just to carry the cabin compartment out to probably right about there, so it goes in underneath it just a little bit. But this is all going to stay closed up. I'm not going to have a hatch or anything like I did before. I just prefer it that way. And then I'll lay the floors back in, anchor them down, and then I'll also be putting some adhesive so that they don't ever come up again like they did. Obviously I'll have to tab it in over there and under here. What I found out too is as the hole comes back this way, it actually starts to pull in. It gets a little bit narrower. I guess I kind of forgot about that a little bit. So when I was taking all my measurements, I couldn't figure out. I was like, well, what the heck's going on here? Because I knew that these pink lines right here, these are paint pens, and the reason why I use pink, which is actually supposed to be red, was so I could see it. It didn't bleed through. I tried to use dark blue, and I just couldn't see them. So I had to go with an opposing contrast. Anyway, that's a perfect center line right there. I mean, it's spot on. And what happened was as the tanks come in, they actually come in this way about almost 3/4 of an inch, about a little over 5/8 from the center line on each side. So you have like almost 1.5 inch difference. So I had to trim the wood accordingly. But there'll be a seam right here, and like I said, I routed all the edges on my plywood. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna probably put a strip of fiberglass, from the front edge all the way to back here, because it stops right about here, just in front of the pulley for the engine. and then I guess I'll probably glass the tab in. So by the time the resin's cooked and everything, it'll be transparent, but it'll be in. But it looks good. I'm really glad the way it came out. Believe it or not, I have over 150 hours into this thing. That's why I said I'm almost embarrassed to say how many hours, but a lot of it is just probably, I could have gone faster if it wasn't so hot. But this thing is still stinking filthy dirty. I know it doesn't probably show up too well. Maybe it does, I don't know. But yeah, I got a brand new hatch to go over the top of the deck. I think it's right here. Yeah, I bought that like a year and a half ago. I think I paid $60 for it. It's brand new, and it's a glass hatch. So it's, I think, an inch and a half or 2 inches larger. The whole opening's identical. It's just, the frame is a little bit narrower. But anyway, this poor thing is just beat to crud, and it leaks like a sieve, and so obviously I'll put that in sometime tomorrow morning after I finish that one last spot up in the back there where I was standing. I still need to touch up the resin. I'll put that in, and then I'll pull it out and wash it and get all this filth off of it. And I guess I'll take those throw rugs that was inside the back of the boat. Probably take those to the laundromat because they got fiberglass dust, wood dust, every other kind of dust all over them. The one thing I want to share with you guys real quick is these little paint things. I got these at Home Depot, and they're kind of thin. They're a little flimsy at first, but I've let the resin obviously harden up in there. These things are really handy. You can actually hang them on the side of the stringers, and they've been a pretty handy little thing. I had bought 2 of them. I think they were like $3 a piece or something. I use the big 2.5 quart containers right there, and then I just use the paint can full of acetone. I soak my brushes in those, so cut down on the use of brushes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna at some point maybe put a wax coat of resin over the top of that. I'm gonna flex it. I'm gonna flow coat it out in the morning. So sorry I'm rambling. I'm tired, but just want to, like I said, document everything, and just remember, it's never easy, but this has been well worth it. I'm just really glad that it's almost done. Hope you all have a blessed week, and God bless everybody. Talk to you later.